What?
I am going to play Assemble with Care for a bit and stream it before I go to bed.
Dang.
So now you're on stream, haha.
Wow.
Oh dang was on stream.
Feels bad.
So was that.
Wow.
Definitely need to turn you up. Actually no, we'll just play. Ooh, okay.
Yes.
Music. Well.
After a year on the road, I thought I'd get tired of traveling. The endless clatter of railways, highways, and everything in between. But as my train pulled into the station at Bellariva, I felt every bit as excited as the first day of my journey. A whole year. It felt like a lifetime. The places I'd seen, the people I'd met, of course, the forgotten treasures I'd given a new lease of life along the way. I'm a restorer by trade. Bringing our most beloved possessions back to life is what I love to do. I'd been traveling for months, working my way from one town to the next, fixing everything from family heirlooms to VCRs. Bellariva was my chance to take a break. Unfortunately, that would have to wait until after I'd unpacked. I picked up these sunglasses on my last stop. Hopefully I'm cool enough to pull them off. I saw a guitarist wearing these at a show once. Rock and roll repair woman at your service. Who doesn't love a scrunchie? Practical and stylish. I'll hand these out once I'm settled in. Fingers crossed they get me some work. Finally, I'd made it to Bellariva. I'd come for the food festival, taking place in a few days' time. After living off TV dinners and instant ramen for the last few months, I was craving a decent meal. Of course, I'd need to earn enough money to pay for it, so I figured I'd head out the next day and find some work. My parents never wanted me to go. They wanted me to stay in their shop and have a simple, stationary life. I knew there was a world out there, beyond the four walls of our antique store, that I had to be a part of. I daydreamed constantly about the weird and wonderful places each of our antiques came from. I loved figuring out their stories, revealing the memories hidden beneath the screws and wires. My story in Bellariva began with a little girl, and a voice she was longing to hear. It was my first morning in Bellariva, and I couldn't wait to leave my hotel and explore. It was a quiet town, its streets and alleyways basking peacefully in the hot morning sun. In the main square, meanwhile, preparations were underway for the festival in a few days' time. As I handed out my flyers, I wondered what the people of Bellariva would need me to fix. So far, everything here seemed perfect. I was starting to worry I'd made a mistake when I felt someone tapping me on the back.
Hi, I'm Izzy. Do you know how to fix things?
It was a little girl, maybe about 7 years old who must have gotten hold of one of my flyers. She rummaged around in her backpack until she hauled out a battered red cassette deck.
My tape is broken and I can't make it work anymore. I tried to fix it myself, but there's this metal thing in the way. Can you try?
Aha! Those batteries look like they need replacing. Luckily, I have some spares.
Why did you do that? How did you do that? I didn't see.
Will you dream a dream for me if I sit by your side and hold you so tight?
When it finished, Izzy picked up the tape deck and tucked it carefully into her backpack.
Thanks, Maria. You're the best person at fixing things ever.
No problem. Who was that singing? They're very good.
It's my mum. She's not here anymore.
When Izzy's friends called for her, she dug deep into her pockets, looking for something to pay me with. Eventually, she produced a grand total of a stick of gum, 3 mismatched buttons, and a yo-yo. I usually preferred a check, but Izzy looked so serious, I wrote out a full receipt. She seemed like a happy kid, but beneath it all, part I wouldn't be able... My first repair complete, I spent the rest of the day doing small jobs in and around the square. I was exhausted when I got back to my hotel and found a message asking me to make one more visit. The address led me to a quaint little house, a stone's throw from the beach. Bathed in the evening light, it looked beautiful, in spite of its flaking paintwork and chipped tiles. The front door was opened by a harried-looking man, still dressed from a long day at the office.
Are you Maria? My name's Joseph. I'm Isabel's father. I'm so sorry she bothered you this morning. Please, come in. I'd like to settle up properly.
On the mantelpiece, I saw the remains of a broken statue. Without thinking, I picked up a fragment.
Ah, my father's statue. What's left of it, at least. Yet another way I'd have disappointed. It survived 100 years in this family. But 5 minutes with Isabel and... Do you think you can salvage it? Will you be able to see the glue afterwards? I don't want people seeing the cracks. Is this glue really strong enough to hold everything together? Sometimes I think my daughter should come with a warning label.
Interesting. Okay. But it's actually a decent
Thank you,
game, Julie.
Maria.
You might enjoy it yourself.
It looks as perfect as it ever did. My father wanted me to make something of myself.
By the way, you're muted, good sir.
He didn't have time for anything less.
As Joseph put the statue back on the shelf, it nudged against the family portrait stood proudly next.
Sorry, I'm a little tired.
When I told my parents I wanted to leave, they always found an excuse to be busy, to avoid talking. Joseph's work must have been taking up so much of his time. My second day in Bellariva dawned bright and clear, another beautiful sunny morning. Walking into town, I passed cafes overflowing with customers cradling their morning coffees. I was about to go inside when the owner of Carmen's, the cafe next door, stopped. Her place was petite.
It's a bit slow today. At least I've got plenty of time to practice my reckon. You see if you can figure out what's wrong.
Ooh. There's some stuff wrong with this thing.
You can fix it, can't you? I can't afford to replace it. Obviously, we'd normally be much busier than this.
Okay. Ooh. That bell needs to come off.
Looks like this new circuit board is all hooked up. Looks like something is still missing. When I handed the phone back to Carmen, she seemed almost reluctant to take it from me.
So it's all working now, is it? I don't have to leave it to dry or let it cool down?
Nope, it's ready to go. It'll be ringing off the...
That's if I can pay my phone bill, anyway. And the rent, and the suppliers. Anyway, take a seat and I'll be right with you.
I sat at one of the... As she talked, Carmen became more and more tense. This didn't seem...
I know I still owe you from last time, but I can't afford to take part in the festival if I don't pay.
I could almost feel the eye roll at the other end of the line.
You don't need to be here, though. Can't you just put the check in the post?
When the call ended, Carmen brought me my coffee, her hands trembling.
Sorry about that. My sister's decided... Actually, I might have another job.
How you doing, Jelly? You chillin'? You're muted, by the way.
The next day,
If you're
I'd
back.
promised Carmen I'd return to help her get the cafe ready for her sister's arrival. I was about to set out when I
I
received
don't
curious.
care. I just want
Like
to
the
take
woman in
things
front of me.
apart.
So this was Carmen. Inside her room, I saw the
Ooh,
viewfinder.
a camera, yes. Gimme. Let's get a look. 2 screws. 4 screws. Okay. Oh, the mirror's messed up. Bro, I'm gonna be taking off an optic mirror? Are you kidding me? That's a little extreme.
I don't suppose you've fixed anything this valuable before.
If I used the screwdriver, I could adjust the angle of the mirror. Perfect. Now the viewfinder should be working.
Film, that's what we're here.
Still a few parts missing.
Boop, boop. Think, bada, boop. Think, bop, boop. Whoop. There we go.
I felt a pang of envy as I
I picked it up on my first trip to Paris. It's a 1958 limited edition, the first of its kind. It cost me 3 months' salary, but it was worth it.
I had no idea what 3 months' salary meant to Helena, but it was strange, really, that we were even staying in the same hotel. I'd picked this place because it was cheap. She took some test shots, fiddling with the camera settings until she was absolutely satisfied.
This work is... Sending you to me might be the first thing
Oh,
Carmen's
good night,
actually
Joey.
gotten right.
I wondered why Helena had bothered coming if she thought... so little of her sister.
I hear nothing from her for weeks, and then when she finally does call me, all she wants is money. If she thinks I'm lending her another penny,
Ooh, a neon sign? That's a little bit above my pay grade.
The sun was setting over Bellariva by the time I reached Carmen's cafe. From the outside,
Maria! Oh, don't.
Carmen seemed pleased to see me.
I hope you didn't mind fixing the camera for.
Carmen led me to a back, so there was supposed to be a...
I'd like to put it up before Helena.
Why do we have blue?
I think the whole thing is supposed to light up.
Needs blue.
I don't know, it's a bit flat. Maybe if it flashes, it'll really catch people's eye.
Great idea. I think I have a spare part that could do that.
Where's it gone? Oh. So we're just master electricians now. we just understand particle physics and circuit diagrams. Okay, sure. Random repair girl. Believable story.
It still needs something else. Maybe we can add one of these.
Oh, wait. Can I add glue to this one? Oh, I can. Haha. How about... Let's go with the martini. Actually, I'm a pizza guy. Don't really care about drinks.
It works! I'll screw everything together again and you'll be set.
Carmen's. Cool.
The sign fixed, we headed outside and mounted it carefully over the cafe door.
Were we supposed to do the ice cream cone one?
Oh, that's perfect, Maria. It looks just how I imagined it.
When I had this sign made, it all seemed so simple. Oh, I can't believe I might have to give it all up. I hope I've done enough.
The smile froze on her face as she spotted something over my shoulder. I turned to see.
Of course, my sister owns the only cafe in this entire town that isn't actually open.
For better or worse, Carmen opened her mouth to explain, but Helene finally pausing in the doorway, she turned back towards Carmen.
The first thing we're doing is getting rid of that hideous sign.
And with that, she disappeared inside.
Alright. Ooh, a Game Boy? Let's go. Whatever this is.
It was the day before the festival,
care.
and I barely
Izzy's
reached
back.
the...
Hey,
It was
Izzy, how you
Izzy.
doing?
She led me
We're
through
using
to...
You have to
acids.
squeeze past.
I hadn't planned on crawl... On the table inside, there was a...
Can you fit?
Yes, we can. Ooh. We are gonna flip it over. Oh, wow. Definitely need to blow some games in there.
Why does it sound so scary? It wasn't like that before.
Oh boy. Okay, funny enough that all these wires just carry the same voltage. is gonna go there. Okay, that looks okay. Music is good. Take it. Oh boy. Might as well just take out the whole circuit board.
Nothing. Maybe there's an issue with the battery.
I don't see anything wrong with the battery. Oh!
Still no power.
Do grown-ups play games as well?
Of course we do. What do you think I'm doing right now?
Can you show me how to play? I tried before, but it was so hard.
Her toy fixed, I watched Izzy retreat into its screen, taking refuge in a 3-inch. Well, I'd better head inside. Why would he think that? Izzy looked down.
My dad said I have to.
With that, Izzy dove back through the rosebush, and it made me think. Had I really tried hard enough to understand?
Don't care. Alright, I think we're done for right now. We're not about to take apart this mantle watch. Nope, we're good for right now. Have a good night, everybody.